What if one morning, without a single warning, everything that gave your life meaning was gone? Your children taken, your land burned, your herds lost, your body broken from the inside out. What if the friends you trusted most told you that you deserved every bit of it? And what if the one you had trusted all your life said absolutely nothing at all? Would your faith survive that silence? This is the story of Nathaniel Cross, a man who faced all of that at once, and what happened when the storm finally spoke back. In the Eastern Highlands, where rivers ran green through valleys of ancient stone, there lived a man known in every village as one of unshakable honesty. He feared the Creator and turned his back on every crooked path. His name was spoken with respect wherever people gathered. He had 8 sons and 2 daughters. His herds stretched across the hillsides. 8,000 sheep, 4,000 camels, 600 oxen, and 600 donkeys. Among all the men of the eastern lands, none was considered greater. One day in the unseen realm beyond the visible world, the heavenly court assembled. The adversary appeared among them. "Where have you been?" asked the Eternal. "Crossing the earth," the adversary answered. "Walking through it, watching everything." "Have you turned your attention to Nathaniel Cross? There is no one like him. Honest, faithful, a man who honors me and avoids every form of evil." The adversary's response was sharp and cold. "Remove your hand and destroy what he has built. He will renounce you without hesitation." The Eternal replied, "Everything he has is in your hands, but do not touch the man himself." On an ordinary morning, while Nathaniel sat watching the fields, everything collapsed at once. The first messenger arrived, clothing torn, face pale. "Raiders swept down from the northern ridge. They took every animal and killed every one of your workers." "I alone escaped to tell you." Before he finished speaking, a second man arrived, gasping for breath. "A fire came down from the sky. It tore through the pastures and burned your sheep and every shepherd. I alone escaped to tell you." While the second man was still speaking, a third staggered in. 3 bands of raiders came from different directions at once. They took all your camels and cut down every handler. I alone escaped to tell you." A fourth man arrived, barely able to stand. His voice broke as he spoke. "Your sons and daughters were gathered at the home of your eldest son, eating together, laughing, when a great wind rose out of nowhere and struck all 4 walls at once. The building came down on all of them. None of them survived. I alone escaped to tell you." In a single morning, Nathaniel had lost his wealth, his workers, his herds, and every one of his children. He stood. He tore his outer robe. He fell to his knees on the ground, and then he did something that no one who witnessed it would ever forget. "A worshipped, I came into this world with nothing," he said. "I will leave the same way. What was given has been taken. Let the name of the Eternal be honored." In all of these, Nathaniel did not blame the Creator. He did not accuse Eldon. If that moment stopped you, the image of a man who lost everything in one morning falling to his knees in worship instead of rage. Give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Tell us in the comments, do you think you could hold on the way Nathaniel did? The court assembled again. The adversary returned. "Have you noticed that Nathaniel Cross is still standing, even after everything he has not turned against me?" The adversary was not satisfied. A man will endure anything to protect his own life. But touch his body, his bones, and his flesh, and then you will hear him renounce you. "He is in your hands," said the Eternal, "but do not take his life." Terrible sores erupted across Nathaniel's skin. From the crown of his head to the soles of his feet, his flesh became a landscape of open wounds, cracked and bleeding and raw. He could not sleep. He could not sit in comfort. Every movement brought fresh agony. He left his home and made his way to the ash heap at the edge of town. He sat in the dust, scraping at his sores with a broken piece of clay. His wife came and stood over him, her eyes hollowed by grief. "Are you still holding on to all of this? Give up on God and let this end." Nathaniel looked at her with more sorrow than anger. Should we only receive good things from the hand of the Creator and refuse the hard ones? He held his tongue, but he was breaking. 3 men who had known Nathaniel for decades heard what had happened. Their names were Edgar, Brendan, and Zachary. They had known him as a strong man, respected, someone at whose table leaders had been honored guests. When they arrived and saw him from a distance, they stopped walking. They could not recognize him. They wept. They tore their coats. They threw dust into the air above their heads as a sign of grief. And then they sat down near him on the ground. 7 days. 7 nights. Not one of them spoke, because they could see that what he was carrying was too heavy for words. On the 8th day, Nathaniel broke his silence. He did not pray. He did not give thanks. He cursed the day he was born. Let that day be erased. Let the night I was conceived be swallowed by darkness. Why was I not stillborn? Why did I not die before I ever drew breath? At least, then I would be at rest. His friends had heard enough. The silence broke and the accusations began. Edgar spoke first, slowly, as if delivering a verdict. I have never seen an innocent man suffer this way. The Creator does not crush those who walk honestly. Think carefully about where you went wrong. Nathaniel's answer was sharp and raw. You are taking my agony and using it as evidence. I know who I am, even if he destroys me for no reason. I will not pretend I am something I am not. Brendan leaned forward. If you were truly good, he would lift you up. Perhaps your children made mistakes that brought judgment on your household. Nathaniel's voice rose. You are blaming people who are gone. If I could put my case before the Creator directly, I would. But he is silent and I am sitting in these ashes. Zachary's tone was harder. Stop pretending. The Creator sees what you have hidden. Fall on your face and beg for mercy before it gets worse. The argument stretched on. They came to comfort him and became his accusers instead. But somewhere above the storm gathering on the horizon, the Eternal was listening to every word. Then the storm arrived, not as background. The storm became the voice. Who is this speaking in such darkness? Stand up. Brace yourself. I will ask you questions, and you will answer. Where were you when I set the foundations of the earth? Tell me if you know so much. Who decided how large it would be? Have you ever commanded the morning to begin? Do you know how to guide the constellations across the night sky? Can you command the lightning to go and have it answer you? Can you provide prey for the lion or food for the ravens? The voice moved through every layer of creation. The sea, the wind, the mountain, the deep ocean, the wild ox, the eagle, the creatures of the depths that nothing in the created world can control. Can you catch the Leviathan with a fishing line? If you cannot stand before the wildest thing I have made, who do you think you are when you stand before me? Nathaniel went completely still. When he finally spoke, his voice had changed entirely. I have nothing to say. I put my hand over my mouth. I spoke once. I will not speak again. Something had shifted at a level words cannot reach. He had heard about the Creator all his life. Now, he had encountered him. And the difference between those two things was everything. Nathaniel spoke with a steadiness that had not been there before. I know that you can do anything. Nothing you intend can be prevented. That was me speaking without understanding. But now I have seen something I had never seen before. I take back every word, and I am sorry. The Eternal turned to Edgar. You and your 2 companions spoke wrongly about me. Nathaniel spoke truth, even in his pain. Take an offering and go to Nathaniel. He will pray for you. Because of his prayer, I will not hold your words against you. They obeyed, and when Nathaniel prayed for the 3 men who had accused him in his lowest moment, something in the heavens shifted. Everything Nathaniel had lost was restored, and then doubled. 16,000 sheep, 8,000 camels, 1,200 oxen, and 1,200 donkeys filled the hills again. He had 10 more children. His daughters were known throughout the highlands as the most remarkable women of their generation. Nathaniel lived another 140 years, long enough to see his grandchildren and their grandchildren grow into their own lives. He died an old man, full of years, having seen the arc of the story all the way to its end. What the story of Nathaniel Cross reveals cuts against everything we naturally believe about suffering. There is an adversary, and his oldest accusation is this: The faithful only remained faithful because they are getting something in return. That is, the lie still whispered today. You don't deserve this faith. You have already failed. You must have done something to earn this pain. But there is also an advocate, one who does not accuse but defends, one who does not point to your failures but to scars on his own hands, and says you are not abandoned, you are not forgotten. Faithfulness does not guarantee a life without pain. There will be storms and seasons of silence and mornings where nothing makes sense. But the invitation is to hold on. Not because the answers will come quickly, not because the suffering ends tomorrow, but because the one who holds the answers is not absent. He is listening. He is greater than any storm. And he restores. May the story of Nathaniel Cross stay with you as a reminder. You are not alone in what you carry, and the love that holds the universe together has not let go of you. If this story reached something inside you, if it moved you to see Nathaniel hold on when everything was taken, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comments what part of his story hit you the hardest. Your comment might be exactly what someone else needs to read today. Thank you for being here.